Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Santa Clara. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. We go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. We go tonight. They'll run it. First carry of the game for Blake Quirrell. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Quirrell. He'll pop this ahead for about 4. But it will set up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Get set. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. 8 of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
3rd down. Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Get set. They'll run here with McCaffrey. He'll manage only a couple. And stop made by Byron Young.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Watch out! On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
1st and 10. Get set. You're not. Yellow. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one Good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
More yards.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Now McCaffrey loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when
the pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Like 20. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Goff going to throw here on first and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage, very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is third down.
Second quarter now. Rams in control of the football. As they've got it 3rd and 9 to begin. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
A gain of 12. And the Rams first down.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Los Angeles.
On the carry, it's Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
20.
First down, Rams.
From the gun, it's Goff. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
A give, and here comes Williams. Finding room to the 20, and he'll be taken down. They get 15 on that game. First down, LA.
First down. Hold on. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The 49ers 13-5.
On the zone read, a hand here and push. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Now Puka with a little pop pass. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
This taken at the 5. Oh, yeah. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, Purdy. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. That is catch number 60 for the season.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy out wide to Pearsall on the RPO. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And nowhere to go on that one. And lifted him up or threw him down behind the line.
Loss of a yard.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Purdy. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. They hook up again, 2nd time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's the man from Oregon. This is Jordan James. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set.
They keep it on the ground with James. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Box.
Play action. Here's Purdy. That is caught. Back corner of the end zone. George Hill. Touchdown, San Francisco. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The PAT, up and good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Goff. And he can't hang on. Through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's gone. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
1st down, Rams.
That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he's going to have the 1st down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line.
15 more yards. That's another Rams 1st down.
Goff to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So as halftime looms, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Now, Goff. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part, I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He works free, right side. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. His second TD of the game. This one gives his team the lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Rams 7.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. 53.
First and 10 for Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18.
On first and 10, it's James. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down.
Get set, get set. Get. I can wrestle. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's the versatile Jordan James. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Get set, get set.
On 4th down, Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Outside. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy gonna put it up again. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Box. Outside.
Looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
On 2nd down, James. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Outside.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Rushed to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Looking across the field, the Tua has it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
They'll go with Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Ball
3.
on the 40 now. Here's second and 3. Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. He's got room at the 30. And he's into the end zone. Blake Cora. Touchdown, Rams. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice. But it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
York, good on the extra point. And the Rams are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with James. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On second down, Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Those simple routes over the middle, Mike. Well, to the quarterback, they're not always so simple. I'll tell you why. There's a lot of bodies in the middle of the field. There's a lot of traffic. Those windows are hard to navigate the ball through safely. So what happens? Well, you saw it there. It's a prime area for throws to be intercepted.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Here we go. By 20.
The motion man is Nakua.
What's that?
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And just a pickup of 3 or 4, but with the penalty a moment ago, it leaves them with a good gap, second and short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Throwing here is Goff. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Terrence Ferguson. Touchdown, Los Angeles. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Pearsall going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get set, get set. Hot, hot.
On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Third and short. Purdy. That's hauled in once again. It's Ayuk. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's going to have the 49ers first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18, watch out.
They'll throw again with Purdy. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. And he will score! Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Cora. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll stay on the ground with Cora. Finding space inside the 40. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 47 yards.
First and goal, Rams.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And this one blown up. Good surge to drop him. Loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. From a little further back is second and goal.
at the 9-yard line.
17. 7.
Throwing, Goff. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Goff in the pistol. This one's caught at the 4.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
Well, on one side of the field, this coach is saying, no, guys, we are not here to play for a tie. We're going to take the lead. But what a job by this defense. They had other ideas. They keep them out of the end zone for a huge stop.
It's that. 18.
Out of his end zone, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard
So
line.
2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Straight ahead, it's James. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
It's that. 18. Watch out.
They'll drop to throw. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson.
Really nice job here by the... Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle. Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
18. Watch out.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season.